There's not a lot of things that absolutely everyone can agree on, but I'm pretty sure the whole world would say Batman v Superman would have been a lot better if they rode around on giant four-wheelers. Wow, these are some really fantastic looking toys, aren't they? This is one of those knockoff items that doesn't seem to particularly know or really care what it's called, as the front says Racing Superpower. The sides say Ready to Run Team. On the bottom, we have the logo Best Racing. But the most prominent thing on the bottom, and what I've chosen to say is most likely their name and not just a random phrase, is Roadstar. Roadstar! All new concept, and yes, that's absolutely true. I've never before seen superheroes packaged with vehicles before. You guys have really started something here. To ensure a new appearance, definitely. I'm sure that made sense to someone. Unequal in performance. Doesn't really specify whether it's good or bad, and handsome appearance. Your definition of handsome may vary. I got these guys at the Great Canadian Dollar Store. I'll let you guess what country that was in. At the completely outrageous price of $5 each? Why did I buy these? Oh yeah, for that thing I'm currently doing right now. Right. The Batman and Superman figures packaged with these four-wheelers are very clearly craft. They look exactly like those figures you'd find in those cheap multi-hero packs in a Chinatown or something, so this shouldn't surprise you. Not that it would anyway. These figures probably were made for one of those cheap multi-hero packs, and then they either had a surplus or they decide this would be a good way to get rid of these stupid cheap four-wheeler vehicles. Which I guess in a way is pretty true. I mean, I wouldn't give a crap about these two stupid garbage vehicles if they didn't also come with a garbage Superman and Batman. I don't want to shock you guys too much, but look at how well these are put together. Well, Superman's is made of sterner stuff. It truly is the four-wheeler of steel, aka really cheap plastic. The top and bottom of the four-wheeler vehicle is just held in with some pegs, so it's not like anything's actually broken. It's just this wasn't even on very tight in the first place. S3 Race Blast. That is so Batman. And we can't forget the classic Superman phrase of truth, justice, and F-Con. I don't think I'm asking for a whole lot here, but I mean, if you guys are gonna sell these with Batman and Superman, you could have at least put stickers on them to pretend they belong to them. Really, the only thing that matches either of them particularly is Superman's is blue. I don't know about that. I guess that's just supposed to keep these things momentum slightly so they can drive over things, as there's no real electronics housed in these things. Superman and Batman have some electronics in them though, and guess what they are? Oh yeah, that's right, chest lights! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Remember when Batman sort of became a bronzed monster? I guess from now on he can be known as the Bronze Knight. And then there was that time that Superman was a giant four-headed idiot. You know though, I do kind of like how their cheap capes just kind of stick in ridiculous positions like this. There is one thing that's always missing from regular Superman attires, and that's a good pair of flame boots. Wow, Superman's painting for his trunks and belt just stopped on the front. There's a shock. I guess here's the nicest thing about these two. They're firm buttocks. I mean, the fact that they're not completely hollow on the backside, which is probably mostly because of those extremely important chest lights, but the arms are hollowed out. That's always a bonus feature.
I know a couple of guys that need to work on their triceps.
Look at those stupid capes, though. You know, the crappy capes are quickly becoming one of my favorite features about this ugly duo. know. Ooh, Batman's got blue flame boots. That means they're hotter. Or maybe it means they're as cold as ice, just like Batman's heart. As you can see, these two are the exact same mold except for the head, just with different plastic color and paint details. They have one closed fist without any opening to put an accessory or try to hold the stupid handles of these RVs or anything, and then an open hand. And that's either for one-handed lazy bad driving or for slapping each other. I'm gonna kill everyone with my super slap! That's justice!
I've had enough of your bad justice, Superman! You're not a god of the slap! I am! Bat slap! Ah!
Oh, super slap!
I'll see you on the road, Clark!
No!
What?
I mean, okay. Since they're the same mold, they both have a holster-like pouch on the side of them, which makes some sense in Batman's case, but I don't think Superman would usually have anything like that. I bet these two have a splitting headache! Okay, no aspect of the paint job on these guys is good, but man, were they ever not trying on Superman here. Hey, with the face paint, we missed most of the year and got a large portion of his hair. Ugh, who cares? If the kids are buying this cheap crap, they deserve this. Maybe Superman just got super frozen and now his ears are rotting off from super frostbite. Hey, and the back of his neck is black too, so maybe his head's about to fall off. Which way will his head break first? Take your bets!
I really need some super sleep. Oh. What's this guy complaining? At least he still has a real flesh tone. What the hell happened to me?
Their heads, sorta move. Not very well. Especially not Superman's. He just keeps getting caught up on the plastic seams. And other than that, of course, they only have arm articulation, which means they're gonna ride these four-wheelers really well. Let's get this best racing going because these two are road stars or something. Perfect. Yup, that's about the best you can do to get Superman and Batman to ride these kind of oversized four-wheelers. You know, it's almost like these guys weren't designed for these vehicles at all. If you don't want them leaned forward like that so one of their hands can actually touch the handle, I guess you can have them like this, and then it looks like they've just lost control and are about to die. The figures are hollow, made out of cheap, thin plastic, and lazily slapped together with bad splitting open seams down the middle of them. The paint jobs are astonishingly sloppy, especially given how little they had to paint, and sometimes the colors chosen made no sense. The figure's articulation is choppy crap, and them having no lag motion obviously makes trying to get them to ride their vehicles extremely awkward. The ATVs are just spray painted their main color, which I guess is the best painting going on anywhere here. The vehicles are slightly better than the two stupid heroes, but they are pretty crappy as well, and are being held together by not much. These are clearly just two different cheap toys that had nothing to do with each other originally being packaged together in an attempt to get rid of them. 0. I do rather like the absurdness of Batman and Superman coming with giant ATVs. Really, anytime Superman gets a vehicle, it's kinda silly because, well, he's Superman. Batman at least makes a bit more sense, but if he's gonna drive one, it should be Bat-themed and not just generic racer crap. Also, you know, Batman has bronze skin, and Clark looks like he hasn't slept for about a couple years. 8. These packages are just a giant plastic bubble with a cardboard base taped onto it with nothing holding the figure and vehicle in place. So that means a vehicle might rub up against the figure in the right way to activate the stupid chest light, which my Batman one did a couple of times. These are such a bad attempt to look like anything remotely legit or even that appealing. Also, the package barely seems to even know what to call these. Still though, I did really appreciate those nice garbage points about the toys. 4. While you could always get real Batman and Superman figures with vehicles that might actually even somewhat remotely fit them, they probably wouldn't have red chest lights, so that's something to think about. 0. And the bootleg zones overall is 3! These are almost so bad they're good, but I can't give them much more than that. These toys are pitiful on almost every level.
So, it's come to this, has it, Bruce? I'm the real road star here. I hate you, Superman. Ah! Bruce, I'm gonna have to show you my racing superpower! You're not the god of racing, Clark! I hate you so much! Ah! I am Rage! Ah! Four-wheeler Rage! Ah! I'm going to have to run you off the road now. Let's take him out, Martha! Martha? How do you know that name? It's the name of my four-wheeler, Bruce! That's the name of my four-wheeler, too! I hate you! I'm the real Martha! No, I am! Ah! Guess I win because I kept a hand on the handle. Ah!